Yeah, we have a lot of customers in the US, and we already see the tariff duty affect the business. And I think from long term, uh, so we still probably will be doing some local manufacturing, and that is possible. Yeah, I mean regarding the tariff duty, but I think the very high tariff duty won't be continue for a long time. Before tariff duty, it cost the landing cost about like 20,000 US dollar, but now it probably double, $40,000 now.
Um, yeah, I mean, I will be honest, I'm not too familiar with more of the technical side. I'm part of the ops team, so I can answer more.
Tariffs specifically would push more onshoring and local production in North America and specifically in the United States. And if that does happen, then local companies have to deal with these high labor costs and the shortage of labor. So automation gets pushed further.
As far as who's leading the robotics race, China has, for about a decade, been the clear leader for robotics development. And there's a number of different reasons for that. There was just a statistic that came out the other day about the number of engineers that they're producing. It by far more than that come out of the United States. The government also works a little bit differently over there. A lot of robotics startups in China are subsidized by the government. So there's not necessarily that pressure for a young startup to make money right away.
Lean into it. This is the first encounter. You have to make a good impression. Love it.
Honestly, we have some great companies here in the US as well. I think, as always, China is extremely innovative. They advance a lot of technology before the rest of the world. I'll be honest, I don't want to focus too much on the political side. I think that's something that's personal to an individual. I don't see America being left behind or North America being left behind because of the decisions, but I do think that we are going to miss out on some great tech if a solution can't be found.
Where I see some hesitancy in terms of Chinese companies are with some of my candidates that I'm talking to. Primarily, those candidates are within the US, whether they were born and raised here or they've immigrated to the US. I tend to find that the majority of my candidates that I speak to are more hesitant to join Chinese companies right now and have been for the past year and a half or so from what I've been experiencing. Of course, that's a bit of a generalization. It does go on a case-by-case basis, but I think overall, a lot of US-based software engineers, hardware engineers are very cautious in joining a Chinese company right now. I do tend to talk to some Canadian candidates as well, and I think whereas in the past, people in Canada have found it attractive to come and work for US companies, right now they're being very hesitant about doing that. So I think that could be maybe one talent pool of really advanced engineers that we could be missing out on in the US because people are hesitant to work for US companies right now.
Jelajahi cara baru mendapatkan informasi. Download Metro TV Extend sekarang.